Boxing Truth here. Back with another video. Let's talk some heavyweight boxing. Let's talk about who in the heavyweight division has the best chance at beating Tyson Fury. The Gypsy King. Who can actually whoop Fury in the heavyweight division? We even have a chance, a prayer, to even get a victory off Tyson Fury. That is the question. Others like to ask who beats Canelo at this stage, but let me ask this question: who beats Tyson Fury? Looking at the landscape of the heavyweight division, mostly pretenders, never will be's, guys who are not good enough, guys who just don't have what it takes to dethrone the Gypsy King. Let's take a look at the list of the top heavyweights, of the top 15 or so in all the respective organizations, all the recognized ones. And there's really only one name that sticks out. But let's just talk about the contenders, see how they match up with Fury. Wilder already got whooped twice. He's a top 5 heavyweight, can beat a lot of heavyweights in the division. Just couldn't beat the man, and there's no shame in that. You just can't beat the man. Can't beat the best guy in the division. Didn't even test himself against the best guy before Tyson Fury, which was Klitschko. So at least Wilder does have Fury on his resume. He just doesn't have a victory over him. Let's see who else. Luis Ortiz, too old, too past it, perhaps pushing 50. Can still fight. Still a capable fighter, but not where he was not even 3-4 years ago. Fury would outbox him. Could be a stinker of a fight. Two boxers. One's a counterpuncher, up there in age. We don't need to see that fight. Andy Ruiz, too short, not big enough, not fast enough, not passionate enough. Doesn't have the fire. Doesn't have the physicality. Doesn't let his hands go enough to compete with Fury. It will be a whitewash. Wouldn't even be competitive. Joshua had to be safety first against Ruiz, because if you do stand in front of him, give him a chance to land those combinations, he can be dangerous. But Fury is just a much better boxer compared to Joshua. He would outbox him in even better fashion, more dominant fashion. Might even stop him. Not much of a fight there. Michael Hunter, too small, just not big enough. Will be outmanned in that fight. We'll put up a fight, but no need to see it. Hrgovic, Let me see him fight a top 10 guy before we talk about Fury. Oscar Rivas, strong, durable, can punch, just not fluid enough to beat Tyson Fury. Not quick enough, not good enough, not a good enough boxer. Joseph Parker, nobody cares about Joseph Parker, especially me. Do not even care to ever see him fight again. Gave Joshua a decent fight, but came up short, has had unimpressive performances, almost got stopped by Dylan White, but came back in the last part of that fight. Parker will get whooped, outboxed, what will be a stinker. No need to see that. Chisora, he already beat twice. Povetkin, too old, too small. Arguably lost to Michael Hunter. He's past it. Pretty much being used for cannon fodder to make Dylan White look good if and then when that fight ever takes place. Who else? Danny Dubois, just not the time yet to make that fight. Joy Joyce, I wouldn't mind seeing Fury beat up Joyce. They sparred in the past. People will watch, but it'd be funny as hell seeing Joyce trying to land a punch on Fury. Frezzo Kendall still rated by WA. Yeah, that's funny. He hasn't fought in 5 years. Almost 6. Who else? Charles Martin, just too fucked up mentally. Not a bad fighter, but nah, he ain't gonna beat Tyson Fury. Otto Wallen, decent contender, already got beat. Tony Yoka, a Frenchman. His career has stagnated. Not ready for the likes of Fury. Hellenius, not good enough, not fast enough, not a good enough boxer. Who else? Junior Fa, no thanks. Adam Kanowski, I like him. Babyface. He can beat a lot of heavyweights, but he ain't gonna beat Tyson Fury. There's really only one name, man. 2 names that I would say will even have a chance. And that's Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Those are the 2 best guys in the heavyweight division that will have any type of chance of beating Fury. Joshua has probably the best chance of the bunch, which is why I want to see the fight next. I already saw Wilder get whooped, get knocked out. I don't need to see it again. You know, it's enough. It's enough of that fight. You know, let's see Joshua. Joshua, because of his style, he matches up well because it depends on how Fury fights the fight. You know, if he tries to, overpower Anthony Joshua like he did Wilder, he tries to come in at 270 and tries to walk Joshua down, I think that's the wrong strategy. If Fury was to fight Joshua, I don't think that's the best course for success in fighting Joshua like that, trying to outman him, outstrengthen him, trying to overpower him, trying to walk him down and whoop his ass. It's because, Joshua, he brings more tools to the table compared to Wilder. It'll be a different fight because Joshua has more tools. He brings counter-punching skills. He brings more of an arsenal of punches. Doesn't just have a straight right hand. He has a straight right hand. He has a left hook. He has a jab. He has counter-punching. He has an uppercut. He has combinations. So it's not just one punch that Fury has to look out for. He's got to look for the uppercuts on the inside. And if Fury tries to fight Joshua on the inside, I think he's giving Joshua his best chance of winning the fight. So let's see if Fury falls in love with his, with the way he dismantled Wilder. See if he tries to go back to that same type of style, tries to rough up his opponents, tries to be more entertaining, which he's had some issues in the past. But I don't think Fury fights Joshua the same way. I'd be surprised because he'd be giving Joshua the best chance possible of pulling off an upset. Joshua needs to be inside to land that uppercut. He's a much stronger than Wilder physically. May not be as big a puncher, but physically he's a bigger, stronger guy. Can Fury overpower Anthony Joshua? I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. Most likely, Fury will box Joshua. I think that would be his best course of success. And that would, really be the recipe towards a victory here. But if he tries to knock Joshua out, because if you hit Fury, man, you could definitely, you got to hit him, though. That's the problem. That's the hardest part, trying to land flush on him. You can do some damage if you do hit him. But that's the hardest part. Actually laying a glove on him because of his speed, his size, his defense, his boxing skills. But to me, Joshua has the best chance. Usyk, Fury hasn't really shown interest, but perhaps he views Usyk as more of a threat than any other heavyweights that he mentions, or that he's commented on in the past. But right now, it's who can beat Tyson Fury. To me, the best chance, the only heavyweight the best chance for any heavyweight out there, to me, is Anthony Joshua. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Who you think could beat Tyson Fury? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.